Hey everybody, and welcome to my kit walkthrough. So the purpose of this video is more just to show you what I actually own and what I use on the day-to-day when it comes to shooting videos for DW Films and for Cinematic Success. So you'll have to excuse the weather. It's currently icy cold and wet in the UK at the moment, but happy days. So we'll dive straight in. I'll pretty much just give you a walkthrough of everything that I have. Not go into too much detail, but just show you that it is completely possible to start a video production business on a budget. You don't necessarily need to be running around with red cameras or, you know, really expensive Sonys or Aris, etc. You can do it on a budget. So we'll start off with my actual camera bag itself. So again, K&F concept, cheapy backpack, Amazon, £35. Lots of utilities and stuff up here. So you've got like spare batteries, you've got an SD card reader, rain shield, SD card holder, and then into the actual main part of the bag itself, we have a Bluetooth speaker, which is a absolute must-have if you do any music videos. We then find old trusty, which is the Canon 250D. Now, these are absolutely fantastic cameras because, you know, they'll do 1080p, they'll do 4K, 25, 50 frames per second. And because they're like a budget entry-level camera, you can pick them up with a 50mm lens for £600. You know, even cheaper second-hand on eBay, you can get them for about £300 on eBay. Next, we have my current camera, which is the Canon 1DX Mark II. Now, I know I've said you can do this on a budget. Yes, this camera cost me a fair bit, but it's if you've got the budget for it, it's well worth the investment. You know, 25, 50 frames per second, 120 or 100 frames per second, and it's Canon's flagship camera. It's pretty much unrivaled in performance, and it's an absolute workhorse. Moving on from that, we've got the Rode Video Mic Go, which just sits on top of your camera for great audio. Camera strap, we've got a few spare batteries for the 1DX, and then we have the field monitor, which I like to use when I'm using the Ronin S, which I'll show you momentarily. But that's just great if you want to get quick reference to anything that you're shooting at the time. And if you really wanted, you've got a little rubber shield for the 1DX there as well. Tripod, must have. If you literally, I think that was about £10, so completely budget friendly. And then another piece of fantastic kit is the DJI Ronin S. To be perfectly honest with you, I've only owned this a couple of months and I've used it on pretty much every single video that I shoot. Again, brand new, you're probably looking at about £400 to £500, but second hand, even third hand, I picked that up for, I think it was about 300. So absolutely fantastic piece of equipment. You know, that goes everywhere with me, and I've got another video dedicated to the Ronin S, so go and check that out if you wanted to see that in action. But that's the Ronin S. This is my little bag of audio accessories. So the first thing we've got is the Tascam DR10L, which is this little guy, the lav mic that I'm using at the moment to record all of this audio. So if it sounds clean, superb. We've then got the Movo VX10, which is a shotgun mic that, if I'm perfectly honest, I very rarely use. In comparison to the Video Mic Go, you want to be sticking that on top of your camera. You don't really want to be sticking that on top of your camera. A couple of little cables, stuff like that, ND filters, a much cheaper lav mic, which was £30 on eBay. No, it wasn't, that was a complete lie. It was £15 on eBay. And then just chargers, windshields. This is just my audio accessories bag. There's nothing much else in there. Lights, 2 lights. So these are the newer 660 LED panels. Charger and battery there for you. And then these are quite happy to sit on a stand all day. Fantastic little LED panels. Again, about £200 on Amazon for 2 of these, but they are super bright. You know, you can adjust the color, you can adjust the brightness, the battery and mains powered. So for £200, you cannot go wrong at all. All in all, that's pretty much everything I own for video at the moment. Yes, the collection will grow over time. If I'm perfectly honest, when I started out and made my first videos, it was this. That is all I had, just a camera and a lens. And this is just the kit lens that came with it. The 50mm came with it as well. And that is literally all I did to get started. So there you go. So All in all, that's all you need to really start a video production company on a budget. Yes, you can get really expensive kit. Yes, you can get really budget kit, but it doesn't break the bank. Any questions? Let me know.